What's up, everybody? We got a surprise tonight. We're out filming with Jake Paul's crew. So what are you guys doing? You guys are touring his crazy RV around, or what?
The WRV, which is Jake's new company, W. It's a deodorant line, and he's got us driving it all across the country.
So we're gonna hike up the Anasazi Trail. We're gonna see if we see any phantom lights on the mesa, which is like weird ghost lights that appear. Notice how they're going opposite directions, clockwise and counterclockwise. That's an indication that the time travel rituals were done here. And this is a place where both rituals were done. So this valley is like a vortex.
Oh my God.
Did you see it?
Yes.
Oh my God. Here, if I snag a little.
Keep filming it. I'm
Yo.
telling you, that's the phantom lights.
Oh my God.
I can find it.
Yeah,
You want to try it?
I actually was gonna ask if I could do
Do you
that.
like to try it?
Yeah,
You
I
want
get
it
like a
next?
sense of connectedness right now.
You should do it then. Okay.
Really? Yeah, do it.
So let's go this way then. When we come back to
Okay.
get in, we'll go look at the other ones. But let's go past you this way. There is a connection between the paranormal, UFOs, and the myths of ancient history. The clues are scattered across the landscape from a forbidden past, maybe even in your own backyard. There is a connection between the true nature of our reality, consciousness, and the unexplained. I'm Carl the Crusher. Let's explore the unknown. Right here on this rock. Big footprint down there or whatever. Go back that way. Yeah. And this is where I run away and leave you guys up here alone. So, just kidding. Find your way back. Good luck. No, just kidding. I would never do that. These are like legit caveman style.
Go.
Whoa.
Right?
Like those could be super old, you know? And part of how they can tell how old they are is if you look at them up close. This is like a lichen, like a moss that grows on them. So they would have carved this. And then this stuff, this black lichen stuff grows on it. And this stuff in this environment usually takes like over 100 or 200 years to grow like this. So they carved this at least 200 or 300 years ago or older, but these are probably really old, honestly, the way they look. Like, that's supposed to be like a baby goat or something. I don't know. It's pretty cool. But then this is the main one that's also lined up with the solstices over here. There's another really big panel. We'll come and look at it.
So the thing is with these is, if I were to draw something, like I'm drawing stuff from inspiration, you know?
Yeah.
So a lot of these things, it's like, how would they think to draw that, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
And
what is their inspiration from doing that?
why did it matter that it all lined up with that day?
Exactly.
You know? So this is the other.
Like, how would you imagine someone having 3 fingers and 3 toes?
Exactly.
Without,
So
like, seeing it.
I'll send you the link to the video so you can watch the time lapse of this on the solstice, because I've come up here and set up cameras and we filmed it all. Yeah. So you see how that looks like Stonehenge up there, kind of.
Yep.
So the sun does the same thing. The light comes right through that little crack in the rocks on the sunrise, on the solstice, and it appears, I'm not joking, exactly like a staff of light in his hand right here. So the first beam of light in the morning appears exactly like a beam of light right here in his hand. And then it flows up and goes to that normal villager up there, and then it disappears. And then you're supposed to run down to that other panel and sit in the shaman seat and let the sun go down your chest over there. And then you come back over here, and then the light reappears right between his legs and comes perfectly like a wedge of light between his legs right here. And then it flows up, turns into a staff on this hand, and then goes up to the villager again, and then it turns into like a whole ball of light that moves over all the symbols, and then the whole thing lights up. But it's basically like, this is again, they call this the bird shaman, because it's like he has bird feet. Do you remember the mummies in Peru? Those weird ones all covered in white powder, like the big one that's curled up?
Yeah.
How many fingers did those things have?
3.
How many toes?
3.
Do you remember how they had almost like a metal plate in their chest made out of strange metal and aluminum and alloys, but these are old mummies?
Yep.
And a lot of these old petroglyphs have this bar in the chest. And they have 3 fingers and 3 toes. But the missing toes and the missing a finger on one side had to do with the shaman. When he would time travel, the first few times that he did it, he didn't know what he was doing, and he got paralyzed partially on one side, like a stroke. And so the bird shaman always walked with a staff, and he walked with a limp. He was like wounded on one side, so he's always depicted like missing a finger and with a bent foot. But yeah, this is another really cool panel. And I don't know if you can see it. If you kind of come over here carefully and look down there, so that rock on the edge of the cliff, that big boulder there, that has carvings all over the top of it too. And archaeologists have confirmed that that rock was somehow lifted up and set there.
That rock right there?
That giant boulder
No
on top.
way. Whoa.
So see how there's like gravel underneath it?
Yes.
So they put that gravel up there, and they somehow hoisted or lifted that giant rock on top of it, and then they lined it up by shimmying it around on the rocks to settle it in, and then they carved it so it all aligns with the solstice too.
Whoa.
So right when all the lights happened, so somehow they lifted that big ass thing up there.
Interesting.
I don't know, I mean, it's gotta weigh a few tons.
Whoa.
And then down the whole hillside is like a cliff, and it's really steep.
On like a cliff right now?
Pretty much. I mean, yeah, I mean, you could hike down it, but it's very steep.
Okay.
But the whole hillside is like covered with big boulders that have carvings and stuff.
Wow. So basically somehow
Different
got that
things.
boulder on there.
Yeah, I don't know how they got it up there. You know,
Wild.
Should we go back and find him, or we can, if we go up this way, we can look at some on top and then walk back and then meet him.
Down to where?
Want to do that? Okay, let's just do a loop.
See if you notice anything, if you felt.
Yeah, for sure. Give him some time. You good?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, everybody's peeling off to have an experience. That's usually what this place does to people.
I know. Whoa, this is.
Just watch your ankles.
Yeah, tell me about it. I got weak ankles.
intense. This place is intense.
That's where some of the light goes through on the solstice, so we're on top of it now.
I just looked over there. You're looking at something.
Right there? That looks like a person there, huh?
Looks like a shadow, doesn't it?
It literally looked like someone. Walking.
I see that. What is that? Just looks like a person sitting.
Just right there.
I don't know if it was like.
It's just a big rock.
It was just you like looking at your right and looking away, but it actually looked like someone was.
I swear I like seen like a shadow.
I did too, though. I did
like
too.
A person.
Yeah, no, I did 100% right over here.
Oh, let's just be quiet for a second and see if we hear anything. If we go down into the lower valley, it's even, the energy down there is even stranger. See the spiral there? Kind of hard to see. It's very, very old. It's like a circle right there. And there's just like a kind of a flat brown panel in the circle. And watch your step here. There's like weird markings here. Bunch of weird footprints and stuff up here. More of those like pod-shaped things. And then a big spiral up there. Watch Trey's step. Yeah, you're good. That was perfect. Again, just big spirals, you know. Whoa. Yeah, he's good. So we're just right above everything here. That symbol, I've been told, is like the Milky Way galaxy. They thought of it like a giant spider web. Like, you know, when you look up at it and it's like this big haze in the sky, they thought it was like
Have you ever
a spider web.
looked at sacred geometry?
Yeah,
Looks like a very
it does. Like,
symbol from that.
like an early attempt to draw it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I agree. Like, if you didn't know how to read or write, you didn't really have like a written language, how would you try to describe what you saw? It'd be hard.
Yeah, exactly.
It would all be like graffiti tags in a way. Do we have everybody, or are we still short a guy?
Max.
Max is still down here. Okay, we'll go back. Go find Max. See if he got abducted by aliens or not. How are you feeling? I felt like, I could be wrong, but I felt a sense of connectedness with the wind specifically.
And I felt like at points when I could really tap into the connection between my mind and what's around me.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I was able to like raise my hands, and then the wind would increase, and then I'd go like this, and it would slow down.
Like you could feel like you were connected with the wind.
Yeah, like I had some. Now, at points it wouldn't work, but when I was like really focused on it and staring at a particular spot,
Yeah.
which was the top of that ridge right there, like that triangular shape,
Yeah.
that's when I was able to feel most connected and be like go like this with my hands, be like stop in my head, and then it would just stop and gradually slow down with my hands and then stop.
The other thing that they said the shaman did besides move forward and back through time was that he was able to make it rain and control the winds. He could control the weather.
That's crazy because I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I didn't tell you guys any of that stuff. Yeah, the last shaman to do it in this area was actually a man named Wovoka. There's even pictures of the guy. And everybody that knew him swore that he could control the weather when they would do the ghost dance ritual around the circles. That he would stand in the middle and disappear and reappear, and he could make it rain and everything. Yeah.
It's crazy because I feel like there's degrees of control that humans can have over the environment, and when you have an entire ritual that gives a greater degree of connectedness because it's combining energies, right?
That's the message of the petroglyphs, is that everything that you see is appearing with you as the witness. You are the seer. So like even if God appeared to you, or if the shaman appeared to you, he would have to appear within your understanding and within your vision as the dreamer. They can't ever appear with you without you there, or it didn't happen for you. So the whole idea is that connectedness to the event, and that all of it is meant for you to understand. It's not about the shaman. It's that when the shaman appears or gives you a glimpse, it's to evoke that within yourself, that you are the shaman, and that's why you're supposed to sit in the seat.
That's a lot to take.
So the whole thing is about the time travel shaman, is that he isn't a guy from the past. The realization is, oh, I'm him and I'm doing it now. I just did it. The shaman is me. That's what they're writing on the rocks. It's actually a picture of me.
And it's just about reaching that enlightenment and connectedness and breaking free from what you believe to be worldly, beyond within the bounds of what you believe to be possible, I guess.
Totally. And when you get out of the city and you come to a place like this, where you're just like on the rocks and connected to something ancient, it's like a totally different vibe. It's like your brain waves and everything are suddenly resonating on a different signal. And if you spend enough time, like if you kept coming back up here like I have for 4 years, it changes you. Imagine if you came up here and did this every night for like a few months. I mean, that was me when I first found this place. I was up here spending all night, all the time. I was obsessed with what you experienced. I just couldn't stop. I kept coming up here, and it got deeper and deeper and deeper to where I'm like, now it's like all with you. Yeah. Just look for places like this.
It's crazy. It definitely has
It's very subtle.
It's weird because I never would have. I was actually gonna be like, can I stay here for a second?
Yeah.
Because I never would have. Like, I'm not a person who's gonna be like, oh yeah, let me stay behind the curtain and like stay here. But I was actually going to ask.
Yeah.
It's my job to film anyways. And I was just gonna be like,
Like when people talk about ghost hunting, I don't do it like what you see on TV. This is the real. This is where the real be. This is where the real magic happens, where you see what. You hear that? I heard like a weird drumming sound. Might have just been the way the wind. when you spend enough time, that's really cool that you felt that. If you want, if you just climb up in between these rocks, there's a natural way up. We'll just be up there if you want to stay and chill. Yeah, just take your time if you're connected. I just wanted to check on you, man. Make sure you're good. Yeah, he's doing good.
How did Max do?
He wants a little bit more time. He's having experiences.
I'll try and take a picture through the night vision camera. Dude, it works. Yeah, it is. Sick.
Hey, here's a mystery for you. How did we hear water running in the river when there's no water in the river?
There's absolutely nothing. There's no way. Literally nothing. And it was coming from over
We
here.
all heard that.
It was
right?
coming from over here, 100%. Sounded like a
Wait, can you hear it?
Yeah. You can still hear it, kind of.
Is there another creek or river through here? I don't know. This is what I thought it would be, though. I mean, the water does flow through here. I've been down here where it was flowing clear over the road before.
Really?
But it's dry right now, yeah.
I did, yeah.
I have no idea what that is. I can kind of still hear something.
What's this?
So this is like a little reenactment of what the Native American people would have lived like.
Yeah.
So this is called a wiki up. It's like a half-made teepee, you know, when they just like would make a teepee out of whatever sticks they could find. It's called a wiki up. And then this is like a big old tree from the Conjuring house or something.
Yeah, literally, right?
And then this is like an old reenactment longhouse.
Well, this is what they think they look like?
Yeah, like if they when they actually built bigger villages and stuff, they'd have stuff like this, kind of stick made. I don't know. They kind of just made this up too in the 1980s and built a lot of this here.
Interesting. Is there water?
I don't. Sure sounds like there's a pump running right there or a creek running right here, huh? There's definitely water flowing, huh? Yeah, there's water here. It's probably from that pump house. That's what we heard though, huh?
Assuming.
I would guess that's what we heard. So here we'll go up by the pump house and I'll tell you the story about that dead guy that was found. And then we'll go hike up the valley. But we won't go very far up the valley. It's not very far to get there. Yo.
Do they actually? Yeah. So that's a real tarantula?
Oh yeah, that's a real desert tarantula in the wild.
Whoa.
Excuse me.
Wild. I've never seen one before.
Go put your face next
They're
to it.
huge. I forgot. Are there any kids in this or no?
That's like a baby one too.
Yeah, he didn't like that. See him lift up his legs.
Are there any kids in this? I don't remember.
I don't think he can hurt you. He's cool though. Look at him.
Imagine it being. I've heard of ones that are like the size of your head.
Oh yeah, these are just pretty small here.
Imagine seeing that, Terrence. Yo, that scared me. Well, imagine one the size of your head. Wouldn't that be nuts?
That would be nuts. So when we go out here by the medicine wheel, you can walk up to it and walk away from it and kind of walk around it, but don't go right up to it and don't like walk right into it. Don't step inside the circle and don't walk circles around it clockwise or counterclockwise. Like when my friends have ignored me and I'm like looking around, I turn around and they're like walking right through the middle of the circle.
How come you don't want to walk around it?
Well, this is the time travel circle.
Okay.
If you go around it clockwise or counterclockwise, that's when people that I've come up here with have gotten sick.
Oh.
Or like, you know, when I told you they just suddenly have to run off the trail over in the trees and are shitting blood everywhere or throwing up. And I just don't know if it's real or not yet, you know, and if people get hurt with it, like,
You just don't want to try it yourself.
it's like, and it's super hard. It's going to be impossible to see at night pretty much. But I probably can find pottery. Like everywhere that we're walking is all full of artifacts, but it's hard to... Oh, right there, see? This is a piece of Anasazi pottery.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, whoa. Painted lines on it. So that's pottery. This piece is pottery. There's another piece of painted pottery. See that?
Wow.
And there's like obsidian flakes where they were making tools and stuff.
You ever find arrowheads?
Sometimes.
You found a few though, yeah.
Yeah, I would never be able to find it again, but when I was out here one time with my son, he found an entire arrowhead, but the whole thing was about the size of my pinky fingernail. Like a tiny little one, like it was either decorative or they call them bird points, but it was like, I don't know what you would ever
You don't take them if you find them.
No, I don't know what you would ever shoot it at. It was so tiny, but I mean, it's just, yeah, I don't take any of it. Okay, this is the circle.
This is it right here?
Yeah, it doesn't look like much.
Whoa.
But it's like a compass, right? Like north, south, east, and west, like a cross. So it's like lined up with the North Star. So the shaman would like stand in the middle of that. And then the tribe would go around it in a circle, like clockwise or counterclockwise.
Whoa.
And then that's the mesa where all the lights appear, straight there. And on top of that mesa is another one of these. So there's two of them. Yeah, it doesn't look like much, but I mean, it was their way of tapping in. But yeah, back in the day, there would have been hundreds of them, indigenous people living all through this whole valley. And this would have been like a sacred spot. Yeah.
All part of the same tribe or different tribes?
All part of the same tribe. But trading, you know, because right down in, I mean, later on.
So what, like 200 years ago?
Yeah. Even, so even right now, like right over the mountain there is the Shivwits tribe now. But this used to be the Goshen tribe, the Northern Paiute, and there was the Southern Paiute, the Utes, the Shoshone, the Navajo. There was a bunch of different tribes that were all kind of converged here. Yeah. Somebody's stolen a bunch of stuff out here.
Really?
The middle of that circle used to be full, like a mound of pottery and artifacts that were in the middle. It's all like gone now.
Dang.
Either that or people were stealing it, so the caretakers just came and got it. Oh, see, look, here's a bunch right here. It's all pot shards.
What is this?
That's cow shit. I'm up here with Patrick from the Vetted podcast, and we're going to be hiking up the Anasazi Trail, and we're here with Gino from the Y-Files. So yeah,